Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Sundar Goswami Trine. Namaste Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Trine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravan Pachara Nirvishesha Shunavadi Pachate Destane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasati Gaura Bhaktavinda. So we'll be continuing the reading Nectarean Ocean of Holy Name by His Holiness His Holiness Sachinanda Swami Maharaj. Yesterday we read about 64 qualities of Krishna, and now today we'll be going through Sri Krishna's principal and secondary names. The different manifestations of Krishna can be categorized as the principal and secondary. Similarly, since the holy name is not different from Krishna, there are principal and secondary holy names. Principal names, Mukhya, are names like Krishna, Govinda, Gopala, Rama, and Gopinatha. They refer to Krishna in his eternal Leelas, the pastimes with his devotees in the spiritual world. The secondary name, Gaunya, characterizes his relationship with the material world. These names are like Paramatma, Super Soul, Vishnu, the all-pervading one, Ishvara, the controller. We may also add names like Allah, the Almighty, Creator, or just God. As Srila Prabhupada once mentioned, the name God, which means good, is more a general designation than a personal name. Srila Prabhupada confirmed that the nectar of Krishna's personal name outweighs all other names. This chanting Hare Krishna, how you can chant the whole day and night and dance, you will never get tired, but take another name just after half an hour finished. It is botheration. This is lecture from 69. Krishna's names are distinguished as principally and secondary because only the principal names allow the chanter to attain the highest spiritual planet and develop love of God, the ultimate aim of human life. Prema Pumarto Mahan. This is because they directly point at Krishna's eternal and spiritual activities, whereas the secondary names refer only to God's function in the material world, unable to awake an understanding of Krishna's activities in his eternal spiritual kingdom. They can only supply material advantages or liberation at best. Some Christians and Hindus use the name of the God with this material understanding when praying, Dear God, give me Mercedes Benz, or Dear God, make me pious that I may go to heaven. The aim of such prayers is material wealth or heavenly planet, but never love of God. This very love, however, should be our highest goal. We should therefore aspire for activities on the liberated stage. A Vaishnava soul interest is the spiritual energy, Chitvaibhava, not the Achitvaibhava, ignorance and activities in ignorance. Ultimately, he is not even concerned with God's handling of ignorant material creation. His exclusive object is the eternal spiritual reality. When Srila Prabhupada was preaching in the West, he was often asked if Krishna was the only name of God. Srila Prabhupada answered that one could chant Allah or any other name of God like Jehovah, Adonai, etc. If you already have one name of God and chant, then you can continue to chant it. Srila Prabhupada wanted these people to take their own religion seriously. However, he did not conceal that the name of Krishna is God. It's the highest name. Srila Prabhupada said that those who did not know any other name could chant the name Krishna by receiving it from him. 3 stages of chanting. Now, by considering the different stages of chanting and their relationship to the progressive degrees of Krishna consciousness, we will study the path through 3 stages, leading to the perfected platform of pure love of God. 3 stages are distinguished. First stage, Shuddha Nama. This is the pure stage of chanting, where Krishna fully reveals himself together with the entirety of his innumerable potencies. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes in the verse which we have already quoted on the page 20, the ecstasy of Shuddha Nama chanting. The holy name is the bud of the flower of divine love and is very abode of astonishing mellows. Such is the power Krishna manifests that when his holy name starts to blossom a little further, it then reveals his own divine forms and qualities. Thus my heart is abducted, taken directly to Krishna, blossoming fully. The flower of holy name takes me to Raja, reveals to me his own love dalliance. This name gives to me my own eternal spiritual body, keeps me right by Krishna's side, and completely destroys everything related to this mortal frame of mine. The name of Krishna is a transcendental touchstone, a mine of all devotional mellows. It is eternally liberated and the embodiment of pure rasa. When all impediments to the pure chanting of the holy name are taken away and destroyed, then my happiness will know its true awakening. This is from Sri Nama Mahatmya 6 to 8. A devotee who chants Shuddhanama experiences Krishna appearing personally on his tongue. As an effect of this chanting is bestowed pure love of God. Second stage, Nama Abhasa. This is the chanting on the clearing stage, which with the deliberate endeavor to avoid offenses and to hear the holy name with full attention. On this stage, pure love of God will not manifest immediately. It is only attained by Shuddhanama. Nevertheless, Namabhasa is considered very auspicious because it leads to the pure chanting and destroys all sins. By serving the spiritual master with full attention while chanting Nama Bhasa, one gradually rises to the platform of Shuddha Nama and thus attains the final goal, pure love. Third kind of chanting, Nama Aparadha, chanting with offenses. On this stage, pure love is even further away than the clean hearing stage. As long as the chanting is performed with offense, it is absolutely impossible to attain love of God. Nothing else should be aspired than to progress to the next stage as quickly as possible. Offenses have to be given up. Four questions. Before proceeding to the next chapter, I recommend that you answer the following question. Why did Lord Chaitanya preach the chanting of the holy name in Kali Yuga? Why did he not recommend karma or jnana? What is the difference between principal and secondary name of the God? Describe the different kinds and effects of chanting. So, so in the today, what we discussed was, or what we read, talking about the principal name and secondary names. Principal names are Krishna's, names like Govinda, Gopala, Rama, and Gopinada. Those are the eternal uh, leelas, referred to eternal leelas, pastime of devotees in the devotional world. And the secondary names are like a relationship with the material world. Paramatma, Ishvara, Vishnu. So those are the secondary names. So to get a full benefit, we have to um, chant and remember and meditate on the Krishna's primary names. That is the only one take us to go back to Godhead. And then there is also three stages of chanting. So ultimate and highest stage of chanting is the Shuddhanama. Shuddhanama is the pure stage of chanting, where Krishna reveals himself together with the entirety of his innumerable potencies. But Nama Abhasa, that is what we should aspire for. This is the to go to the next stage. This is the chanting and the clearing stage where we deliberately endeavor to avoid offenses and hear the name of Lord with full attention. But Nama Parada, I think that is where I am at, chanting with offenses on the stage. Pure love is even farther. So we are at Nama Parada, if we are chanting with offenses. So then we have to move to the next stage where we can chant with clearing stage, chant with a Nama Basa with less offenses, and then doing the Nama Basa and meditating and serving the Guru, one can aspire for the Shuddha Nama. And it's also asking like out why in the questions is why do we Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu you know um, focused or gave us the Krishna's holy name in this Kali Yuga, because that is the only name, that is the only way we can go back to Godhead. And we also heard like chanting Lord Krishna name is thousands better than silent chanting, or it's better than thousand times better than taking the other names of Lord. And it's not possible in this yuga doing any other way of reaching the God like Satya Yuga or Dwapar Yuga. And and Krishna's and his energies are same. Then they talk about different potencies of Krishna. And I think that's all I see we have covered, I think. Let's see. Second. Yeah, and he said, why did he not recommend karma and jnana? Karma and jnana are not the perfect, that karma and jnana leads to upasana. That is where pure love of Godhead and serving Krishna. So yeah, holy name is the only way. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalau nasti nastaiva nastaiva gatiranyata. So there is no other path, other way than chanting the holy name to get in this Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga Dharma is the chanting the holy name. Karma and Jnana doesn't give us a, going back to Godhead, but that should lead us to Upasana Kanda, Upasana, where we worship Krishna, and that is Bhakti, that is the Bhakti Yoga. And principal and secondary name we already heard, and different kinds and effects of the chanting also we have covered. With that, I think we can start chanting. Let me